what I do even mind. Never missing it cause I am a fighter. I so hook on the suspense every time. Yeah. So when you say party, I live. Party, party, I live. I just cannot control myself. I don't know just what my behavior is. Hugging up with somebody, laughing up with somebody, jumping up with somebody. Cause this is a shakedown. Everything they break down. The moment we touch inside it, this place I got people that way. Cause this is a shakedown. Everything they break down. We come up and tear up the place. We party like 1990. Everybody shake it. Stand the ground and shake it. Put up your two hands and shake it. Whatever you have and shake it. Put out all your vibes and shake it. Try to roll around and shake it. Cause this is a shakedown. Everything they break down. This makes me feel good inside. The sound of a speaker. This takes me off on a ride. And when the thing hit me, I just run out of my pride. Oh, but I got nowhere to hide, Lord. Nowhere to hide. So when you say party, I live. Party, party, I live. I just cannot control myself. I don't know just where my behavior went. Hugging up with somebody, laughing up with somebody, jumping up with somebody. Cause this is a shakedown. Everything they break down. The moment we touch inside it, this place I got people that way. Cause this is a shakedown. Everything they break down. We come up and tear up the place. We party like 1990. Everybody shake it. Stand the ground and shake it. Put up your two hands and shake it. Whatever you have and shake it. Put out all your vibes and shake it. Jump all around and shake it. Cause this is a shakedown. Everything they break down. The one place that you can find.
What are you shaking down right now?
In the middle of the jam, we'll even till party
Hey,
time.
wait, don't tell me yet. Tell me a little bit later. Greetings and salutations, one and all. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Everything they break down.
Welcome to Real Talk on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew.
This is a shakedown. Everything they break down. We come up and tear up the place.
Want to say big ups to each and everyone locked in right now.
Shake it. Stand the ground and shake it.
Those locked in on Tune In Radio on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew.
Put out all your vibes and shake it. Jump all around and shake it. Cause this is a shake.
Those of you on NIE Radio to New Jersey. Big ups to those on the Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com.
This takes me off on a ride. And when the thing hit me, I just run out of my pride.
Big ups to those on PEMGTV.com.
Nowhere to hide. So when you say party, I live. Party, party.
And all the affiliates all over the place.
I don't know just where my behavior went. Hugging up with somebody, laughing up with somebody, jumping up with somebody.
Big ups to those of you locked in on Facebook Live.
Shakedown, everything they break down. The moment we touch inside it, this place I got people that way.
How you doing?
Shakedown, everything they break down. We come up and tear up the place.
Those of you locked in right here at the home of the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment on kevinstew.com.
Shake it, put up,
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
jump all around and shake it. Cause this is a shakedown.
So glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. And you have my word, I wouldn't even try.
Bloody jam, we'll even till party time. Tell everybody we're the finest.
Inviting you to call a friend,
Everything
friends of your friends, friends of your enemies, enemies of your friends, and your enemies too.
cause this is a shakedown. Everything they break down. We come up and
Call everybody,
party like 1990.
let them know it's real talk.
Ground and shake it. Put up your two hands and shake it. Whatever you have and shake
Yeah, I'm here to shake you down
it. Shake it. Jump all around and shake
in all kinds of ways.
This is a shakedown.
Shake down your body,
Down.
shake down your ideas, shake down your insecurities. Yeah man, everything I get shake down. Those of you locked in on Facebook Live, remember, it's only temporary. It's a segment broadcast, not the whole broadcast.
Everything they break down. We come
So use the link that is pinned in the comment section. Come over to kevinstew.com. Jump into the stew pot. If you're wondering what the stew pot is, it's what others call a chat room, but because we're fancy on kevinstew.com, yeah, it's where we keep things interactive and bubbling. It's the stew pot. Yeah, man, it's really fun. Jump on, and you don't need to register, you don't need to sign up, you don't need to offer your firstborn. You can keep your spleen because I don't need it. I don't need a blood sacrifice. All you got to do is just go to the website kevinstew.com and you are in. You have the option to remain anonymous, or you can put your name and let me know who it is I'm interacting with. Of course, you can call in to participate. I do encourage it. You can call, you can text, you can WhatsApp, you can Telegram. The number is 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. Let me tell you once more. 773-789-7839. You see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen right there? Yeah, man, that's the number. You can call me anytime. I want to say thank you to my segment sponsor, Pulsey Media Group. When being in the moment is priceless, you want to give them a call. What can they do for you? Everything you see here on kevinstew.com and more. They can take care of your videos, your photos, your streaming, your ads. You have a church service, a funeral, a wedding, a party, a graduation, you name it. And if you have an event you want to stream live, go ahead and give them a call. Tell them you heard about them on the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. The number is 7754-999-1140. That's 754-999-1140. Or you can check them out at paulcmg.com. Those of you who have businesses or offer services, have you had the experience where someone has come to you asking, how much do you charge, or what is the cost of? And you give it to them, and you feel like you're being shaken down? Thank you, Nadia Batson. She's the artist that was presenting that track just now. It's called Shakedown. Yeah. Have you been the one to walk into a store or solicit a service, and when you get the cost of a product or service, you are bartering, you're haggling, you're negotiating? Is that you? Now, as a DJ, as a multimedia broadcaster, as someone in the service industry, it's really interesting sometimes when I'm approached for my services, because I host events. Yeah, so I do MCing. I am a DJ, so I play music for events from time to time. And I'm involved in broadcasting. So I'm a part of a streaming crew from time to time of live events. You'll catch me with a Pulsey Media, on a Pulsey Media stream from time to time. You might catch me on a Moment to Remember stream from time to time. And so I have been on both sides, where I myself have negotiated prices on things, services, products. But I don't do it with everything. And I find it interesting sometimes when people ask for services and it's a negotiation when you present what your services cost. Now, I don't know if they take into consideration the fact that you may have sat down and worked out what it is that you do and the value of it, the value of your time, the value of your expertise, the value of what you're presenting to them, the value of the product. Or they just feel that you make things up as you go along. I don't know what the thought process is. But far too often, I have heard the question of, so couldn't you just do it for? And, call me petty, call me stickler, call me for dinner. That you can definitely do. But shouldn't what an individual give you as their price just be their price? Do you negotiate with everybody on their prices? Are you one of those people? So, I had to touch on this topic of negotiations because recently I was talking with a friend of mine that provides a service, and he was contracted to provide his services. And when he was asked what it is that he charged, and he gave his price, the people were like, "No, we can't afford that." Now, there are a few things that come to mind for me. One is the type of event that you're having and where you're having it. And if you're going to keep an event at an upscale location and you're going to charge 3 figures for a ticket, then you should be able to pay for your services. Because if planning for this event, you have not lined up all your ducks and worked out a budget, then you really shouldn't be Hello 1876, I'm well, thank you. You really shouldn't be keeping the event. If you don't have a budget to cover the expenses of everything, why aren't you asking around for prices on services before you're planning the event? So you're going to plan the event, print your tickets, book the place, and then seek out services that you know you're going to need, and then haggle on their prices because your expense you already know, and you have what left is what they're supposed to get. Why are you contacting people for a particular service if that's what you're going to do? And then you're going to be expecting a high quality of service. Now, I remember years ago I learned something from someone, a friend of mine. We used to do auto detailing. And one of the things that he would tell people is he provides 3 types of service: good, fast, and cheap. Now you can only get 2. You choose the 2 that you want. And so you can go ahead and work that out whichever way you want to. But understand, you're only getting 2. Choose your 2. You cannot get all 3. So here we are, and we're looking at negotiations. Hey, cuz, how you doing? Hey, Jan. Good evening to you. And according to, of course, I'm going to look up for some information and see what I can present. According to Business Insider, there are a few times when you should always negotiate for a lower price. And since my phone is ringing, I may as well just answer it. Good evening.
Good evening. Greetings, greetings, greetings.
And good evening to you. Everybody know your voice, so I don't even need to hide and talk. Um,
Really? And here I am trying to disguise my voice tonight.
no, that not gonna work. My massage therapist and segment sponsor, Miss Althea, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I am doing fabulous. And just so everybody know, yes, no, I'm not up past my bedtime because tomorrow is a holiday for me. So yes, I can stay up past my bedtime
Oh,
tonight.
thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Yes, veteran that
So,
you are. Veterans
so
Day.
for those of you who have the day off tomorrow, you can thank me later. You're welcome.
Right, I totally forgot about that. Yes.
But no, but yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. And I happen to be still up and kind of like overheard the discussion that you were having tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone in the service industry,
Yes.
I decided to call in and put my 3 cents in.
Let's have it.
So, what I would like to share is I'm a massage therapist and a personal trainer. So, I offer a service
Mm-hmm.
and I expect to be compensated for my services.
Right.
So, one of the I'm gonna use the word issue
Mm-hmm.
that I come across is why I charge the fee that I charge. And before, for the massage therapy, I've been doing this for a while. So, um,
I'd say.
so I know in the industry what it costs for a massage, and it's one thing if you have a brick and mortar building. You have a building
Mm-hmm.
that somebody's going to come to you.
Right.
Then you have to think about the price that you charge because this person is going to have to get out, get in their car, spend their time, their energy, their gas,
Mm-hmm.
go through, they have to deal with traffic to come to your establishment.
Okay.
So, of course, yeah, you're still providing a service. However, it's still personalized, but the type of service that I provide,
Mm-hmm.
it's as personal as you can get because I go to the client.
Right.
So when I do a massage, you don't have to leave your home.
Right.
I go to them. So the things that go into consideration when how I come up with my prices, of course, I do my research. I go and I look out there to see
What's in the market?
what's in the market, number one, but I look to see what the brick and mortar massage, providers charge.
Right.
And it's in upwards of $80 an hour.
Mm-hmm. Well, they have
And
overheads. You think about it.
yeah,
You're
they
talking
have
about
overheads,
rent. You're talking about paying staff. You're
utilities,
talking about
yeah,
utilities. You're talking
all of
about
that stuff.
your whatever products you're using inside,
Right.
laundry. You know, all these things.
Yes, all of that. And that is what goes into when a service provider puts together what they're going to charge for a service.
Right.
Now, because I don't have those overheads, but in my situation, I have my time, number
Mm-hmm.
one. I have the maintenance on my vehicle, number
Mm-hmm.
two. I have gas because if I don't have gas, I can't
You
drive to
can't
your
go.
location.
Right.
Right. I also have the overhead of the products that I use, and I personalize my massage to the individual.
Mm-hmm.
If it's someone that likes if they want a relaxing massage, a relaxation massage,
Mm-hmm.
I have to find music.
Right.
I have to find uh, my essential oils to
Mm-hmm.
relax them.
Right.
I also have to find out if they're allergic to the massage oil or the lotion that I use.
Right. So there are certain things that you have to do.
Yeah.
You have. I've gotten your massages. You have forms that need to be filled out. So you have overheads that include stationery printing and such. You have what you mentioned. You have your sheets that you use on your massage table. So you have laundry to take care of.
Hmm.
So there are these overheads. Now there's also the fact that you are a professional in your industry. So your time attracts a cost. Your
Yes.
service that you're providing attracts a basic cost. So you went to school, you put in the time to be certified. And your certification is another thing.
Right.
And your liability insurance is another thing.
Right. And it's not that, that the initial cost is right there. However, in order to maintain that certification every so many years,
Mm-hmm.
we have to renew that certification and we have to take continuing education classes,
There you go.
whether it's online or whether it's in person. Our CPR certification, you talked about the liability insurance that we have to carry,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because in order for our certification to be renewed, for the massage therapy, I think it's every 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
The personal training is every 24 months.
Right.
We have to stay on top of we have to get the continuing education to make sure that we're still providing the service
And the best
that we
possible
were
service.
the best possible service. Thank you. And there are certain, there are changes over the years that occur during a profession that we have, as as professionals, have to stay on top of.
Yes.
And our supplies,
Mm-hmm.
so many things go into how we determine the price that we're going to charge for our specific service. And and I'm going to use myself as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I look at what the industry charges in general,
Right.
Wh- and I stay very competitive because I want the business, but at the end of the day, I have expenses that I need to cover.
But
So
that's just it.
while I love what I do, because I know the service that I provide is the best that anyone will ever experience.
It's the best that I've ever experienced. I always fall asleep.
Oh, thank you so much. You are so, ladies and
And I'm
gentlemen,
overdue.
my my number one client, who is always, and I thank you so much for always promoting my business.
You're
And
very welcome.
I am so grateful. So when a consumer goes to look for a service, and the provider will say, okay, this is my fee. Well, please, I am just imploring you, don't question
Mm.
why they charge the fee. First of all, you're going to do your research to see, hey, listen, you have A massage company over here, you got B personal training over here. Go do your research ahead of time to see what other people charge.
Well, there are a few things that come into play when choosing a service and a service provider.
Right.
So when you've gone ahead and done your due diligence and chose your provider, why it is that you're now going to haggle on their price? Let me get a little bit more personal with you. Big ups, Eric. How you doing? You wouldn't mind getting a massage now? Well, Eric, I'll give you her number in just a few moments because it's coming up to her segment. Numbers to call, numbers to text for the night shift. 773-789-STEW is the number was scrolling across the bottom of the screen just now. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. You can even call right now while she's on the line. And you can get a chit chat with her directly. But let me ask you, and Marlon says thank you for your service in the stew pot.
You're welcome, Marlon. Big ups.
Let me ask you this. When someone decides that they're going to negotiate on the cost of the service that you're giving them, how does that make you feel initially?
Initially, I'm open.
You're open to negotiation?
Yes, I am, because I treat every client as an individual because that's what they are, an individual.
Mm-hmm.
And when I advertise my service, and believe it or not, other than you,
Yes.
the majority, I would say 95%, no, I'm going to make it 98%
Mm-hmm.
of my advertising is by word of mouth and by referrals.
Right.
So if someone comes to me and say they want a massage, what do I charge?
Mm-hmm.
I take into consideration, I have a base fee.
Okay.
But that base fee is negotiable because this person may be in a stressful job. They may have stuff going on in their lives.
So,
And even though I have a set fee, I will negotiate that fee.
all right.
Because,
So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
there's sorry to cut you, but so you have a minimum that you will not go below?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But your fee is really what you're charging to remain competitive and to not
Yes.
undercut the market.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if I have a massage that's 10 minutes from home. Now remember, I'm mobile.
Right. You go to
I
your
am coming to
clients.
you. I make it so convenient. And speaking of convenience,
Mm-hmm.
me, when I choose my dry cleaner,
Yes.
my dry cleaner picks up and delivers my dry cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think I'm gonna pay extra for that
for that
service?
service, right?
Yeah.
That's just it.
So
It really is interesting to me. And I'm going to say this other thing. What I have found is most of the people that have done most of the negotiating happen to be people that you know. Well, that has been my experience. There are people that I know that want to negotiate, and they're not negotiating up, they're negotiating down. And as someone that knows me personally,
yes.
to say that you're going to negotiate down, it's one thing when I am giving you a discount.
There
But for
you
you to
go.
come to me and say that, as my friend, you should be giving me a discount because I'm
Because
your
we're
friend.
friends? No.
I don't know
I
if
don't
people consider this part of friendship.
no.
I have a business.
I don't mix business with pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So for my massage therapy, like I said, if I'm going 10 minutes from where I live,
Yes.
I will consider what my overhead is going to be. And I'll say, you know what? Because of XYZ, you'll get this discount. Not because you're my friend,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm in Central Broward.
Right.
my base price plus overhead, if I have to go to South Palm Beach or North Miami-Dade,
Mm-hmm.
that price is not going to be negotiable.
Right. Because
The
now
mis-
you're
my,
taking distance into consideration.
yeah, yeah, you're taking travel expenses
Mm-hmm.
because there may be toll, there's definitely gas,
Right.
and I also have to think about the maintenance on my vehicle.
And definitely time. That's a part of time.
Yeah, time.
And
M-
so, Shernet said something here on Facebook Live. Thank you, Shernet, for tuning in. Negotiating is fine. Unreasonable is not. Service and convenience is what you pay for.
Yes. And for the personal training, I have a base fee.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what has worked for me and what has been successful for me is, of course, for personal training, it's not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing service that
Right.
I'm going to provide. And if somebody comes to me and said, you know what, I want to get in shape, I want to lose weight, I want to be healthy, whatever their reason is,
Mm-hmm.
I say to them, just to make sure that I'm not wasting my precious time, because you can't put a price on my time.
Right.
So I have a base price, and this is how I get committed clients. I have a base price that if you're not serious about this and you don't know what you want to do, I have a base price that is up there.
Okay.
However, if someone comes to me and I see, and I never meet with a client, I never massage a client without finding out what they want first.
Mm-hmm.
And I never train a client without sitting down and having a discussion to find out what their goals are.
Right.
So if they're serious about their goals and they book a minimum of 3 sessions a week,
Mm-hmm.
they get a huge discount per session.
So Eric is asking you to share your base prices. And so Eric, which are the base prices you want? You want the personal training base price or you want the massage therapy base price? Which are the base prices you want? And big ups to Eric on the Jazzers. Much love to you. Thank you for the support. Those of you who are locked in, I do encourage you
Hey,
to share.
Eric, I met one of your supporters earlier tonight. I was at a function and I met one of your supporters. So big ups to you, man.
See, people know people around here.
Yes, people know people who know people that know people, right?
So Eric is asking for the base price on your massage.
Okay, on the massage, if you are in Broward County, and I am going to say I'm going to use since I think Eric is in Broward. So if you're in Broward and as far north as Sample Road
Mm-hmm.
and as far south as Broward Boulevard, I consider that my base area because it's not going to cost a lot of money or a lot of time or a lot of energy to travel in those areas.
And as far west as the
Okay.
Everglades and as far east as the ocean.
No. I will no. As far west as University and as far east as Andrews Avenue.
Okay.
Anything beyond those borders is where that additional is going to come in. So if you are as far west as University Drive, as far east as Andrews Avenue, as far north as Sample Road, and as far south as Broad Boulevard, if you're in that vicinity, my standard rate is $50 an hour
Base.
base.
Got you. So Eric
And
says
for
he's in Coral Springs.
Coral Springs, are you west of University in Coral Springs?
Are you north of Sample Road in Coral Springs?
Yeah. And Eric, because I know Eric, we'll have a discussion. And if you're serious about this,
Mm-hmm.
my base price is what it is. I will not go below $50 an hour.
Right.
Now, depending on where you are, I call it the friends and family discount.
Right.
And Eric, if it's Eric from Eric and the Jazzers, Eric falls in that friends and family discount.
Eric, you're large. All right.
So Eric, you will have my contact information. So you give me a call and we'll have a discussion. But for the massage therapy, my base price is $50 an hour. If you are in that that zone that I just explained.
Right.
Okay.
So at least
Now,
people have a starting place, a starting point.
yeah.
Now, here it is. Someone is
And
coming to you.
remember, I am going to you. You don't even have to get out of your house.
Right. But they do have to get off your table and go sleep somewhere else.
Yeah, they do, because I need a table to go to my next client.
Right.
And if you can explain to them that they will fall asleep.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, you are my biggest supporter, and I thank you for that. And yeah.
So,
I have a client currently that the last time I went, and he's one of my regulars.
yes.
And he started joking. He was like, "You know what? I don't know if I should pay you because I can't remember from like 5 minutes into the massage. How do I know that you did your
did the whole-
job?"
The mere
And
fact
I
that you
said to
fall
him-
asleep.
I said, "The mere fact that you can't remember and I'm still here at the end of it, that means I did my job."
Now, just a moment, Althea. Just so that y'all know, I'm in another segment of the broadcast, and I want to thank my segment sponsor, Althea and her Healing Heavenly Hands. Althea Essue is a licensed massage therapist operating out of Broad County, North Miami-Dade, and South Palm Beach counties. She comes to you bringing her table, her oils, and over 20 years massage therapy experience. Give her a call, 954-655-9000. That's 954-655-9000. Or email her at thealater@att.net. And like we said
And
earlier.
I do respond.
And yes, she does respond.
I am prompt with my response because I'm a hustler, and I have a service that is beneficial.
And that's another thing too. You mentioned it just now that you're concerned about the welfare of your potential client. Not to mention your clients, but your potential clients also. So you sit down and have dialogue with them, whether it be massage therapy or personal training, and you know that's your other business, Chioli. Let me go ahead and plug that real quick. There you go. You have Chioli. Changing your lifestyle will change your life, and we did a whole talk about that. Personal training. You went and did your certification as a personal trainer. So, you know, Eric says, I'd like to treat my wife as well. So here it is.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about mentioning a couple's discount.
The couple's discount,
Eric,
yes.
Oh my goodness. Eric, thank you. I haven't done one of those in a while, so I completely forgot about a couple's discount.
It's not a 2-for-1 though, is it?
No, it's not a 2-for-1. But no. Listen, guys, the holidays are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And for that person that you cannot, you know, the person who has everything, and you cannot think of a gift to get that person, you get them a massage, and I guarantee you that they will remember you.
There you go.
They will listen, guys. Listen to your host.
That would be me, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Stew.
Yes, listen to DJ Kevin Stew. And I can't say this enough. Thank you for the support over the years and for always promoting me. But yeah, guys, I'm that good.
Yes, she is. And, you know, outside of paying her, One
Get off my
request:
table.
get off her table and go sleep somewhere else.
And I can move my table over to your couch and just roll you off into it. But and it's not boasting or bragging.
But you're talking about over
I
20
am
years massage therapy experience at this point.
I am that good.
So you should be that good if you've been doing this for 20 years. You know,
Thank you.
you should be that good. And this is what I'm saying. Here it is, someone you offer a service and someone asks, okay, so yeah, she brings her own music and you get selections and such. But here it is, you provide this service. And someone asks, so how much you charge? And they're going to be negotiating down your service cost. Now, I can understand someone not knowing what service you provide, not ever having experienced it, wanting to think, boy, I can get this for less somewhere else. Me personally, I'm at the point where I say, go get it somewhere else.
And thank
That's
you for
me.
saying that, because I was gonna say I've had that before where they go, oh, that's too much. And I say to them, this is my information. When you go out there and find the service that I provide for less, please call me and let me know. But on the other end, if they can't come close to the service I provide for the price that I provide, you have my information. You know where to find me. And I
Right,
just leave it at that.
right. And this is what I'm saying. As as a DJ or as a host of an event, when you call me and I give you a price, don't be saying, but we're brethren, so we're friends, so I should be giving you a discount on that. Here's how I see things work. Paul, much love to you, bro. Big up, Mr. Flavors. Here's how I see this work. We're friends. You're supposed to be supporting my business. How are you
Supporting your
supporting my
business.
business? Because
If you're gonna undermine, if they're gonna undermine everything that you do and try to get you to undercharge your prices, come on, guys. Everybody goes in business
to make a
to make
profit.
a profit, not necessarily a profit. We all have bills to pay,
Well, at minimum to cover the expenses. But
to cover our
a business,
expenses.
really and truly, you're going into business to make a profit, unless you're operating
Even,
on not for profit. And
but no. Let me, if I may,
go ahead.
a not for profit. Even though you cannot show a profit at the end of the fiscal year or the business year, there are expenses that needs to be covered at the end of the day. Just
True.
because you don't, just because based on the classification of your business, a not-for-profit cannot show a profit at the end of the year, there are still expenses that you need to cover. So don't let the term not-for-profit
Yeah,
means
the accounting is
that,
just different. At the end
yeah,
of the year,
at the end of the
your
year,
financials is not saying profit or loss; it's saying surplus or excess, deficit,
right,
surplus or deficit.
right.
But
And at the end of
we're
the
in the
year, a
same.
not-for-profit, your expenses need to equal whatever your expenditures need to equal whatever you take it.
Right. At minimum, you're covering
At
that. So,
yes,
when going back to what I was saying about knowing someone with a business, if you are going to say that this is someone that is your friend, then you should be supporting that business. So,
regardless.
so if they charge X for a service, be willing to pay X for the service. If they're giving you a
And
discount, and okay, that's cool. If they're not, that should be cool too.
that
Because
should be
here's the other
cool.
part of it. If you have a service or a business, this is how they come back and support your business or patronize your service. And this is how communities grow.
Yes, when we support each other. And there's a friend of ours that has a catering business. And whenever there's an event, I go to them. I refer whatever organization I'm with. I refer them. What is it? 3 years ago, pre-COVID. It was my parents' 60th wedding anniversary. And me and my siblings and I decided to get together. Listen, this is a milestone. We didn't get to do it for their 50th, but to have your parents still alive and still together after 60 years, 60 years
Yes.
of marriage.
That's a big deal.
My goodness.
And I played for that event.
Yes. And I tried to pay you, and you looked
That's
at me
different.
like but I
That was
asked
my
you,
choice, though.
right? That was your choice. That was your gift to them.
Yes.
But the caterer that I chose, they were personal friends of mine. Even though I knew that he gave me a huge discount, whatever the price was, I paid it.
Big up to Coal Fire Restaurant and Catering.
Coal
Yes.
Fire Restaurant and Catering. Once, few times a month, they have where they prepare and they do meal specials. We're the first ones to go and place the order, and I don't ask for a discount on their prices because, oh my God, guys, just if you're on social media, and especially Facebook, they advertise when they're having these lunch specials.
Yes. I usually share it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do too. You cannot go and get the quality of food, the amount of food from a brick and mortar restaurant for the price that they offer.
Yep.
And I'm the first one to get on there. Okay, I need a dinner for this person. I need a dinner for that person. It's nothing for me to drop $100 ordering meals because they're my friends and I love them and I support them because you know what? People are like, wait a minute, you know them and you're supporting them like that?
Why not?
Why am I not supporting them? So if you know somebody who has a business, it's their livelihood. They need the support to pay their bills.
And all right, so Eric raised a good point. Sometimes you need to take a loss in order to gain in the future. It's called building your business. If your friend refers others to your business, this friend should get a quote unquote bird dog. No.
Well, I wouldn't say a bird dog because all right, so my massage, DJ Kevin, you are my regular client.
Right.
If you refer me, if you send me business, and I want you to continue sending me business, you don't think I'm gonna throw a free massage in there for you?
Encouragement sweetens labor, of course.
For the personal trainer. If I'm training you and you keep sending me business that is growing my revenue, you don't think I'm gonna throw a couple complimentary sessions in there for you?
Yeah, but I shouldn't be expecting to get all of them for free.
No, not all of them. Come on now. Like I said, I have overhead.
Right.
My time is valuable. My time is priceless.
But this is what I'm saying. People will go ahead and let this be the thing that they think warrants this kind of discount, or it warrants them to get free services, things like that. Let that be the individual who's providing the service or the product. Let that be their choice.
Yes. And if for all service providers, if you have one person who keeps throwing business your way, and that's revenue in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
A way to encourage that person to continue sending business your way. I don't like the word free. I like complimentary.
Mm-hmm.
So you, as one of my massage clients, you pay for the service. And
Mm-hmm.
by you advertising my business on your show, on your broadcast, on your social media, wherever, you are an additional advertising venue for me.
Right.
That's one less
Expense.
expense that I have to absorb.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not paying for this expense on the outside, how is it going to look if I don't show you my appreciation by, hey, listen, if you refer me 2 or 3 or 4 clients, you get a complimentary massage. If you refer me 2 or 3 clients for training and they sign up for my program, which is a minimum of three, excuse me, if they sign up for a minimum of 3 sessions per week, what am my thanks
That's
to
three
you?
sessions per week over what period of time?
If they want to do it for 3 sessions a week for 3 months, 3 sessions a week for 6 months, this
Mm-hmm.
is something that we sit down at the beginning, before I start training them to find out, okay, you want to lose X amount of weight over, say you want to lose 50 pounds over between 6 and 9 months. And I do make it realistic.
Right.
I do not advertise and say you can come in and lose 30 pounds in 1 month. That is not realistic.
Right.
I'm not gonna kill you by training you 6 hours a day every day. I don't have that time.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. Number two, I'm not gonna starve you. So losing 30 pounds in a month, you can go somewhere else and probably get it done. But I can
But you won't be the one to do
guarantee
it.
I won't be the one to do it, number one. And number two, it will not be healthy and it will not be realistic.
Again, here we go. 3 types of service: good, fast, cheap. You can only get two. Go on.
Okay. So,
Because that's exactly what you just presented just now.
yeah. So you look at what you're paying for. And I use my dry cleaner as an example.
Right.
There are certain my work clothes. I don't like to iron and I don't like to do laundry.
Well, it makes sense.
Okay?
Here we go again. Here's a service. There's
It's a
something that you
service.
don't like to do, and somebody does this for a living.
I am going to pay, number one, for his service, and I'm
It
going
only
to
makes
pay for the
sense.
convenience because he will come to, which day, when did it rain this past week?
When didn't it rain this past
Oh,
week?
yeah, when didn't it rain? But literally, guys, I am telling you this.
It rained.
Lord,
It was last
Friday?
week.
Yeah, it was last week,
It was
last
Friday.
Friday.
My Earth date.
Yes. Yes, your Earth Day. Yay. I had a funeral that I had to attend on Friday. And I messaged my dry cleaner and he thought I was going to be at work.
Mm-hmm.
So not only does he come to my job and pick up my dry cleaning and delivers it there,
Mm-hmm.
this particular day, he knew that it was a very emotional day and a trying day for me. I messaged him and I was like, listen, I'm not at work right now, but I'll be able to stop by the I was willing to drive to his location on Saturday to pick up my dry cleaning.
Right.
And he was like, no, I'll drop it off to you. And he showed up here at my house Friday morning in the rain with my dry cleaning.
Wow. Now, you see, here it is. Because you're a valued customer. So,
He's been
hey,
doing my dry cleaning for 15 years. And you see why I've been with him for
right.
15 years.
As a matter
It
of fact, you
doesn't,
should just go ahead and give a shout out to that service. Tell the name, call the name.
oh my Lord.
Oh, you
Oh my
can't remember
gosh.
it. You have it. You've been
You know
using it
what?
for so long.
I've been using it for so long, but I will definitely get it and I will post it on my social media. I'll give it to you, DJ Kevin Stew, to share. And he really does do pickup and delivery
Mm-hmm.
service
Right.
from your office. I am spoiled because I've been his customer and I've referred so many people to him over the years.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you that he will do pickup and delivery from your home. However, if I refer you and he sees that you give him business,
Mm-hmm.
he will do it as well. I think it's
But it's not.
Pompano Dry Cleaning, but don't quote me on that. I will get his information and I will put it out there.
But the thing
But
is, but this is just it, and it comes back to basically what I was saying. One, this is where you see where one hand actually washes the other. Don't come
yes,
to me when you have put together a program, done everything else, and now this is the last thing. The last thing for you to solidify, to nail down is the DJ or the MC, and going to be telling me, boy, I don't have that much money left because I had to take care of. Then you didn't plan your event properly.
no, they didn't. And if I may interrupt for 1 second, and this goes to you again. Ladies and gentlemen, the DJ that you see on the air, he does more than MC and a DJ. He's a musician. And one of the things that I experienced with you a couple years ago is there are certain, this is pre-COVID, there are certain churches that ladies and gentlemen, DJ Kevin Stew is the best drummer that I know.
Hey, careful now.
He
You have Eric on watching, so
Listen, I've never seen Eric play the drums, and even if I did,
no,
he
but
does
he's
not
got a
compare to
drummer.
you.
He's
That's
got a drummer.
okay. That's okay. I'm speaking from experience, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the things that I experienced with you a few years ago is there are religious establishments that they cannot find someone in the congregation that wants to volunteer their services. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all, if not all, but most of us belong to a church. And because it is a not-for-profit organization, it is rare that you will find members of the congregation who want to volunteer their services. These are, and in no way that this is a religious segment or I'm pushing my beliefs, my religious beliefs on anyone. But we have God-given talents. And you're trying to tell me that if you're not going to pay me for my talent, I'm not going to provide a service.
That
And
that's
the,
that's
these
opening another
religious,
can of worms.
yeah, we're not going there. But these religious organizations have to go outside to find talent, such as a drummer, such as an organist, a singer,
Mm-hmm.
to lead their praise and worship. Because apart from the sermon, praise and worship is my favorite portion of a service.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have people in that congregation with those exact same talents and they don't want to volunteer, but you still want to provide a service to your community so that the people from the community can come in and they can have an amazing time of worship, guess what? If I am the pastor of that church and I want to provide that service, I'm going to have to go out in the community and find someone who is talented, who is good at what they do. Oh, and did I mention that DJ Kevin Stew is also an excellent drummer? But I digress.
I think you
Guess what?
started with that.
Guess what?
Thank you.
As the pastor of that religious or the leader of that religious organization, I'm going to have to pay for that service. So, for those of you who are tuning in and you happen to be in that position where you go or you're approached by someone that is asking for your service and you give them what your pricing is, and they're going to look at you like, just because it's a religious organization, that they can use that to undercut or undermine your talent, walk away. Walk away.
All right. See, that's the other thing too. Because I am one who, not because I'm a musician, but I am one who believes that they too should be compensated.
Yes.
Because they have to take the time. Here we go again. Time and talent. So and some musicians that's just what they do. That's their
livelihood.
Their livelihood. Yes, thank you. I couldn't find the word. That's their livelihood. So whether it is they provide a service in their home church or some foreign church or whatever, they visit a church to provide a service, I do believe that they should also be compensated. A lot of people overlook
not just
this.
Compensated, but they should be compensated fairly.
That too. A lot of people overlook this. Pastors are compensated.
Yes, they are.
For delivering the word.
And I can attest to that because guess what? Before he's a pastor, he's a husband, he's a father, he's this, he's that. He got bills to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I rest my case.
See, this is why I wanted you to be careful of the stories you tell. Now, here it is, Eric is saying, I have a show on November 18 in Valencias. And I'd love for you to drum a song or two. I'll compensate you with a glass of Merlot.
Eric, speaking on, is this directed at you, DJ Kevin?
Yes.
Okay, Eric, I will not allow Kevin to answer this question. I will.
Oh.
The compensation of a glass of Merlot? Nah, it's not going to work.
Oh, why wouldn't that work?
Because I said so.
Okay.
That's why. A glass of Merlot? I can provide you with a glass of Merlot, and you don't have to play drums for me.
Oh my goodness! See, now I have management, Eric. I don't know how you're going to work it out.
Eric, we'll discuss this off air.
I love it. All right, so speaking of Valencias, I do have tickets available for events coming up in Valencias on the 20th of November. It's the monthly third Saturday. Rhythms of the Heart, courtesy of GMAT Music Solutions. They present Rhythms of the Heart every third Saturday inside Valencias in Margate, Florida. And it's live entertainment for you.
Oh, is it live?
And
tickets live and in living color, and it is. Oh, I apologize. I've been to the last three, and they can tell you when that band is playing, I'm up on the dance floor, even if there's nobody else up there, because the music is that good. You cannot sit in your seat and not, But anyway, I apologize. I interrupted.
Hey, that's what live radio does. Live broadcasting, I should say, because some of you watching on kevinstew.com, some of you watching on PEMG TV. Much love to you. Some of you still on Facebook Live. I'm still on Facebook Live. That's so unusual.
Yeah, that's what I do when I'm on. You
Yeah.
kind of forget about Facebook. But
Yeah,
thank
but
you guys on Facebook for tuning in.
yeah,
We appreciate love it.
right. And that's another reason why I have kevinstew.com. kevinstew.com is a brand, it's a business.
There
So
you go.
I sell advertising on kevinstew.com. This broadcast happens on kevinstew.com. It's an entity all of itself, on all by itself. Arville, how you doing, bro? Much love. I know you're
And
not healing me up. I see you healing up Janice, but you come on my live. You can heal me up too, please, Bridget.
and if I may go ahead and just put a shameless plug out there,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, the kevinstew.com, his broadcast, I wanted to make a difference. So I went ahead and set up a monthly contribution. It's nothing I have to do. I set it up automatically, and every month, on the same day every month, I have a donation going to kevinstew.com.
And I thank you.
It is that easy, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? He provides a service. And I can tell you that he does this out of the goodness of his heart. It's not like somebody hires him to do this broadcast. He does it and he provides information. He provides a service that is so needed and so appreciated for this community. And it's not just the local community, because we know on the World Wide Web, it is worldwide. He has an international audience. But for the 2 hours that he's on the air, guess what he has to do? He has to go and he has to spend time to set up the show, to produce it. After the show, he has to go and make sure that the recording is there to archive it. That takes time. And that is one of the primary reasons why I set up that monthly support, to let him know how much I appreciate what he does. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not saying that I'm paying him a salary, but the thought of just giving a small contribution each month, guys, if each of you that are tuned in, this will just go ahead and do what I do, guess what? He's going to continue to provide this service for a much longer time. And it will let him know that you appreciate love what he does. And your contribution will make it possible for him to continue to do what he loves by bringing us the services that he provides. And this has been a public service announcement. Back to regular broadcasting.
I thank you. I thank you very much. Red Fox, yes, I'm blushing. I guess you can tell, huh? And thank you, Althea. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. On that note, I want to mention my segment sponsor for this current segment, Reggae Global Entertainment. Reggae Global will act as your booking agents, handle your tour management, take care of your graphic designs, your publishing, trademarks, business registration, legal service referrals, music production, marketing and promotion, and much more. Give them a call, 954-804-8199. That's 954-804-8199. Or check them out online at reggaeglobalentertainment.com. Now, I this whole broadcast has taken on a life of its own. I haven't presented any of the information that I researched for this tonight, but somehow a lot of it has been covered on a more personal level, from people that provide services. Those of you who are locked in right now, you still have the opportunity to call in, and as even as I have Althea on the line right now, 773-789 Stu, 773-789-7839. You can call, text, WhatsApp, Telegram. Don't use WhatsApp and Telegram right now. But go ahead. You can call the number. You can phone in. Of course, the Stew Pot is available. Jump into the Stew Pot on kevinstew.com. Put your comments there. Those of you on Facebook Live, well, you're on Facebook Live already. You might as well just stay. And I might as well just stay. It's usually just a segment. And listen, for future reference, I will be ending the segment at the usual time where I get done in the first half an hour and the remainder of the broadcast happens on kevinstew.com. Why? Because that is where the broadcast lives. It doesn't live on Facebook Live. Facebook Live is just a tool. Social media is just a tool. kevinstew.com is the product. You want to support me? You want to encourage me? Support the product. Go to kevinstew.com. That's why I have it. And that now ends up helping me to use those numbers as a marketing tool for others. I cannot market my social media platform. Some people do it. That's not what I'm about. I'm about building kevinstew.com.
Building a brand. That's your brand, and you're building it.
And thank you. And as a result of doing that, now I can turn around and help others the way that I want to help them, because kevinstew.com is growing and is being sustained.
And remember, when you only rely on social media,
Facebook is making a killing off of me right now.
Yeah, you're limited because there's certain things that you can and cannot do when you rely only on social media. When you have your own platform, you make the decision. You make the rules.
Oh, yeah. And you know, it comes back to the business of it all. Yes, kevinstew.com is a brand. And I want to give a big shout out to 3 Marlenes for printing my T-shirts and my shirt.
Yay, 3 Marlenes.
Yeah, they did the print on my T-shirts and my button-down that I modeled on my Earth date for the first time. You know, this is how some of you might remember Greenwood in Oklahoma from 1927. Most people know it as Black Wall Street. And that is how Black Wall Street thrived. People in the community supported their own. They supported their community and they grew from within. So let's grow. You know, someone having an event, patronize them. Go buy a ticket. You might buy 2 and they give you 1 for free. You give it away to somebody else. The next time that event comes around, now you have that third person that got a free ticket wanting to buy one and bring someone else in. You know, that you build a business. And this is how Eric mentioned, you know, sometimes you have to lose in order to win a little bit later on. Yeah, it's a part of the business. There is your complementaries. You go ahead, label it promotional items. That's your own expense.
And so, also, you know, if you're smart about the way you do your accounting, that's a business expense that you can deduct.
That too. Because, you know, like it or not, when it comes to all of these things, it's an expense. Whether it is that you're taking out of your pocket out directly or not, your time is an expense. Put value. The moment we start putting value to ourselves and our time is the moment we'll start to think really and truly about what we're doing to others and with others. Again, it starts with self. So start valuing yourself and recognizing your value so that you can share some of this and recognize someone else's value, recognize someone else's talent, and not be trying to get over on everybody else. We're just being crabs in a barrel when we do that. And nobody is growing. So now I giving away all of my services for free. how do I grow? I can't. And now you personally, whom I've been giving my service to all this time, you are in need of for something tangible. So here it is, you might be short on rent or something. I cannot help you. We're friends, yeah, but I cannot help you because I've been giving away all my service. How do I help you? It comes back to something as simple as that. Well, simple in explanation. Rent is nothing simple. But you get my point. So, yes, you telling someone about me is helping to build my brand, build my product. But also, with me being built, I get to share that with you and whatever service or product that you have. Because
And you
that
get
is
to
where I'm
pay
going
it
to spend
forward.
my money. So, when do we negotiate? Well, for me, you negotiate when you have to, but you don't do it all the time. And I'm going to have to revisit this topic because it took on a new life of its own, and I want to present some of this information that I came across because I found some tips for negotiating a better price on just about anything. Not to say that you should. I found some information on why you should ask for more as someone providing a service. Because you're anticipating the bartering. You're anticipating the haggling, I should say. The negotiating. So you say, you really and truly want to charge $70. Althea wants to charge $70. Really and truly wants to charge $70 for her services, but she's going to say it's $90 because people are going to want to barter down, negotiate down. And then she comes to her $70 and everybody is happy. So the person negotiating feels that, hey, listen, I managed to knock off $20 off of this, not knowing why, here we are. We're at what I would charge you anyway. But we really don't need to. Hey, reason, we really don't need to be having to be creative in trying to get there. All we need to do is just support our own. You want a product, you want a service, you know where to go get it, go and get it. And whomever it is that is providing that service need to be cognizant of the fact that you could have gone anywhere else. So to value you as that support system. So now we're building and we're building and we're building because each time I bring somebody else to your establishment to or Eric, for example, here it is, you're gonna have an event at Valencia's. I tell somebody, I bring somebody along with me. They know people I don't know. They have a good time. They're going to be bringing somebody else in. And the event grows. This event that happens every third Saturday. This is someone that I know personally. I buy my ticket to go. If I don't, I have given away a complimentary ticket. I have been given a complimentary ticket. I've given it away and bought my own ticket to go. And he doesn't even know that. And I know he's not listening tonight because he's at a rehearsal. But I have done that. Why? Because here is a product that I am fine. I'm perfectly fine supporting because it's a good product and I like it. And I want to keep this product going. And I enjoy myself when I go. And those people have told other people about it. And so it grows. So the next time I get a complimentary ticket, I'm not mad about it. I don't feel guilty that I didn't get to sell 8 tickets this time. But that's just this time. Here it is, someone that bought one of the tickets that I sold the last time brought 2 more people with them. So there's a return.
I'm not even going to be there for this November event. because a family event has me out of town,
You and
but
me both.
and I
It's
have
that
three
time of
people
year.
going. I have three people going.
Yeah, I have tickets for sale. $10. See, it doesn't really show well. It's a color, but $10 pre-sold. More at the door every third Saturday at Valencia's. Live entertainment.
And if
And
you invite someone the first time, it's not going to be their last time.
and here it is. Eric just announced tonight and
He's
I
having a function.
yeah, on Thursday, the the Thursday before this event. Eric is jazz. This is more pop, R&B, reggae,
Jazz.
live music. Yeah, there's some jazz in there too.
Yeah.
Eric is straight jazz and some pop. And so here are some live events in Broad County. If you're in Broad County, know people in Broad County, here are some events that can happen. All we need to do is support each other. That's all. And so I am not saying to Eric, boy, Eric, I talk about you thinking you need to give me a 2 ticket for me to come in free. No, no. I probably don't have much of a choice now since he called me out and invited me to come and play a track or two, play a song or two. You know, it's gonna be what it is. I'm gonna have to show up. No, I'm showing up as a musician. I'm going to work. So, you know,
I'm
but
not a musician. I'll be there to support.
there you go. But fun and joke aside, think about what it is that you're doing. And I'm not telling people don't negotiate. That's not what I'm saying at all. But think about what you're doing when you do it. There are certain things that it is recommended that you do negotiate on them. 2 glasses of Merlot. I hear you, Eric. So there are some things that you should negotiate, and I'll run down this list real quick. This is the only bit of information I'm giving you off this information that I found. Mortgage rates, your cable, internet, or cell phone bills, medical bills, memberships, various types of memberships, insurance rates,
Yes,
lease
that was
terms.
I was going to say insurance because I'm in the process now of negotiating my automobile insurance
Yeah.
because my current company
Yes.
raised my rates. I don't know why. We haven't had any accidents. We haven't moved. We haven't done anything, but my rates increased. And I am like, no, I'm not paying more than I have to. So I am literally in the process of renegotiating. I don't want to leave the company I'm with because they provided me with excellent service. But
Right.
if they can't explain to me why I have this rate increase with, like I said, no accidents, um, no claims over the last 5 years, why are you increasing my rates? If they can't explain to me, bye-bye, I'm going to this company over here that is giving me the exact same coverage at a lower cost. See ya.
See, there you go. Lease terms. It says you should go ahead and try to negotiate those. Credit card fees, mattresses and furniture. Who'd have thunk it? A lot of us walk into these stores. Whatever price we see, that's what we go for, and that's it. We don't negotiate on those, but we're gonna negotiate on goods and services from people that we know. Go figure. Home services, they say to negotiate on those too. What type of home services? I'm not too sure about negotiating on those because if I'm hiring someone to come and clean my house, the only negotiations that I would probably do is if this is an ongoing thing. I would negotiate for it, the cost of it being a little bit less because it is ongoing
And
and because of
speaking,
referrals.
right, be speaking from that, I have a home cleaning service,
Yes.
and I've been with them for 3 years.
Hmm.
And every year, I don't have to ask for it, whether I do a referral or not, because I'm an ongoing customer.
Yes.
I get a month or two where they come, they clean my house, and I don't get a bill. I don't ask for it.
Mm.
The first time it happened, I called her up. I was like, "You forgot to charge my account." She goes, "No, I didn't. Bye."
Yeah.
That's that's all she did. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And
Right. But
then
this.
two
Yeah.
weeks later, I get a card in the mail. Thank you for being a valued customer.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Red Fox is saying it depends on what you want the person to do. You have to be reasonable. Yes,
Of
I
course.
agree. If I'm hiring somebody to come and clean my house, um, just because this month I don't want to do it, I'm paying full fee for that.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it is that they're going to be charging me, I'm going to be paying for that because let
It's a
understand
one-time
this.
service.
Apart from it being a one-time service, even if negotiating for ongoing service, these people have mouths to feed too, whether it be just their own
Yes.
or families. So it's not just about what I am paying for the service, but it's also about the individuals that are getting paid to do the service. So we have to think past just the fact that we're putting out some money. And again, this is where it comes back to understanding your own value, because now you can appreciate someone else's. And that is where I pretty much rest with that. Again, don't want to go too much further, and I don't want to flog a dead horse or anything like that. Eric is asking if they do Windows. How much?
Ah,
How much Windows you got, Eric?
well, they do the blinds, they do the windowsill. They don't do outside work,
Hmm.
but they do inside. They do the windows, they do the blinds, they do the ceiling fans, they do the baseboards. Stuff that I don't have time to clean. Listen, guys, I want a clean house,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to be the one to clean it.
So you pay for it.
I pay for, just like I want nice looking clothes when
Hmm.
I go to work. I don't want to wash it. I don't want to iron it. I don't want to do. I pay for the service, and I
Yep.
support. And no, I don't just pay for the service. I support people that I know that they do good work.
Hmm.
And my dry cleaner is Dry Clean Express, and they're in Pompano Beach. And I will be posting their information on my social media pages just to big them up because of the service that I've received from them over the last 15 years.
Dry Clean Express in Pompano.
Yes, in Pompano Beach, 435 North Federal Highway.
There you go. Big ups to Dry Clean Express. You see, this is what it's about. You know, you get good service, you're going to tell people about it. You get bad service, you're going to tell more people about it.
More people about it.
Red Fox is saying, regarding auto insurance premium, you are correct. You need to have them itemize and let you know where the increase is. I know that too well, having worked in that field for over 20 years.
Wow. Yeah. And I mean, I have excellent credit. Like I said, I haven't had any accidents, any claims. But
Nah.
yeah, you want my continued business, you're gonna have to show me. And if you can't bring my premiums down to
Mm-hmm.
what this other company is offering me for the exact same coverage, bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. That's right there.
We need to be smart about how we spend the dollars, the few dollars that we earn. And I am into supporting local businesses. Because if I keep that money in my community, it's only going to make it better for me. It's going to bring the cost down of the services in my community,
But it comes back to you too.
and it comes back to me tenfold. So why
That's
wouldn't
right
I
there.
support my why wouldn't I support my local business if I'm going to benefit for it? See, I'm being totally selfish. It's all about me. If I support my local business, they're going to put their money back into my community, and then I benefit.
Speaking of supporting businesses, I want to big up my segment sponsor for this segment, McNeil Trucking. With McNeil Trucking, you're in good hands. They're licensed and insured movers operating mainly out of Broad County, but call them up to see what they can do for you. I heard them going to Orlando recently. I had a chat with them and heard a story about them doing a movie in Orlando. So 954-406-9740 is the number to use to get in touch with McNeil Trucking. That's 954-406-9740. With McNeil Trucking, you're in good hands.
And let me put that out there. I'm getting ready to move at the end of the year. Guess who's going to do my moving?
See, that right there.
I am not going to pay this big moving company who knows nothing about me. I know the owners of McNeil Trucking personally. I know the service that they provide.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ask them what their rate was. We haven't discussed it yet. All I told them was that, listen,
I'm
I'm
using you.
moving and you're moving me.
That's all
I'll
that there
call-
is. That's all
That's
that
all I
needs to
need to
happen.
know.
Yep. Know where you're spending your money because it's gonna come back to you.
It's going to come back. And like I said, I'm being totally selfish. It's all about me.
Mm-hmm.
And if every single individual would think about it that way,
Mm-hmm.
my God, our small businesses would be booming.
There you go.
And then you wouldn't have to worry about spending all this much money on overhead costs such as advertising because it would be by word of mouth. Word of mouth advertising costs nothing, guys.
This is true.
But if you don't provide the service, if you give me good service, I'm going to tell 2 or 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
If you give me not so good service, I'm going to tell every single body that I can. And it's going to be more than 2 or 3.
It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Listen, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna jump into musical therapy
Oh my gosh, it's
and
that time
close this out.
already?
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
that time already. Listen, I want to thank you guys for your input. Thank you guys on Facebook Live. Thank you, Althea, that called in to give your 2 cents and ended up taking over the whole show. But I don't
No,
mind.
excuse me. I did not say 2 cents. I said 3 cents.
Oh, see, my mistake.
That's why it
I
took
got
so long.
I got more than I bargained for.
Listen, man, it is always my pleasure. You know, I am your biggest supporter. I am your biggest fan. And anybody else out there who says otherwise, I'm not listening to you. But remember, I said it's about me. I am the biggest fan and the biggest supporter of the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stu. So everybody else, stand in line and follow my lead.
There we go. Claim it. Claim it. Eric,
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to link up with you guys on Thursday in Valencia's. And yeah, I won't I again so Eric on and the Jazzers are
They have a new home.
oh, your 2 cents are worth listening to. Sharon says your 2 cents are worth listening to. Thank you, cause but that's for you, Althea. Sharon is saying that for you.
Thank you,
The
Sharon.
18th at Valencia's with Eric and the Jazzers. The 20th at Valencia's with Rhythms of the Heart. Events you don't want to miss. I've been in the
To both.
audience with Eric and the Jazzers, had a grand time. I've been to Rhythms of the Heart, had a grand time. And
I
I've
had a
been to
great time.
Valencia's, on a number of occasions, had good food and had a grand time. So it's win, 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 and win. That's it. So what do we do now? Musical therapy. And I definitely need to jump off Facebook Live for this one. Come on over for the remainder of the broadcast, friends and family members. Big love, big ups and much love to my cousin Sharon from all the way in Jamaica, locked in right now. Much love to you, cuz.
All right, and thanks once again for always giving me the opportunity to just jump in and just, well, you allow me to take over, and you know how much I love to be in charge. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
And but I just love what you do, and I'm always, even though I may not always, be vocal about it, just know that everybody out there, I'm always in the background supporting this broadcast. I'm going to even say 1,000%.
Thank you.
So you want to be follow fashion? Follow me.
There you go. Big ups to those who are locked in the stew pot on kevinstew.com. Dave, much love to you, also hailing out of Jamaica. Marlon, big ups to you. Marlon is a host of Real Rockers. It happens every Monday and Wednesday on Reggae Global Radio and affiliate stations. Marlon is also the general manager at Reggae Global Radio. Big ups, Marlon Burrell. Real Rockers, you don't want to miss it. Marlon,
what do you call him? The music edutainer?
Reggae music edutainer. Because
extraordinaire.
Not even that one out. That piece of it out, because this man is a walking, talking music encyclopedia. Big ups to you, Marlon. Much love. And always supporting. Truly appreciate love each and every one. It's musical therapy time. Come on over, kevinstew.com. Come hang out with me and rock out for the next 20 minutes. Kicking it off with the man Hezron. Listen to the introduction of this song, because this right here. Listen to what the man say.
You think you bury me and done, but you only planted a seed.
When you think you bury me and done, understand you planted a seed. We're growing around here. It's musical therapy, courtesy of McNeil Trucking. Facebook Live, deuces to you. Come on over, kevinstew.com. The link is right there in the comment section. Just click on it and boom, you're there.
Coming, get ready, I'm coming.
Big ups, Red Fox.
I take my losses, I take my wins. You keep standing on my back. Get up, oh my back. You think you bury me and done, but you only planted us. Get ready, I'm coming. Get ready, I'm coming. You think you got me down under the ground, but you only planted us. Get ready, I'm coming. Get ready, I'm coming. You think you when you planted a seed. Get ready, I'm coming. Get ready, I'm coming. Your foolish dog walks off to a flying bird. Come on. You no, you can't stop me. I've been living in the grooving and the loving and me. You think you bury me and done, but you only planted. Get ready, I'm coming. Yeah. Get ready, I'm coming. Anywhere in the world, people are people, wherever they may be,
This is the sound of AJ Brown,
trying
lead singer of Third World.
and raise their family.
This track is called People Are People.
People are people, or someone you know. Every day they strive to make the best of their lives. Yeah. People are people wherever they may be. Trying to live their lives and raise their families. People are people wherever they may go. With members of their household or living alone. At work, at play, or at school, or even on vacation. People are people wherever they may be.
I'm wishing that things could be different. Or soon my things will be missing. Ain't gotta say.
This is the sound of my J Ball.
I know work, though I tried so very.
It's called Wishing.
It hurts, just can't find a job. I can't pay my rent, bills are overdue. No matter what happens, got to push on through. I'm willing to work for the things that I want and need.
Is the Train is Coming rhythm compilation.
I'm ready to proceed, but life throws you lemons, so you make lemonade.
Best believe.
Life throws you curves, you gotta know how to swerve. So I'm wishing that things could be different. Right now what's saving is missing. I ain't got a cent, I can't find no work, though I try so very hard. God knows it hurts. Gotta get a job, can't pay the rent, bills are overdue. But no matter what happens, I got to push on through. They say God help those who help themselves, and no one can do for you. You have to do for yourself. I know just wishing won't make a wish come true, but right now I feel like that's all I can do. I'm wishing. I'm wishing. All my things are missing.
For so long, you and me been finding each other for so long. The feeling that I feel for you is more than strong, boy. Take it from me. If you give a little more than you're asking for, your love will.
This is the sound of the one and only Joanna Marie. Her rendition of I Just Want to Be Your Everything.
Slips of wine. This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. You feel for some stew? Check out Kevin Stew.
Thank you, Joanna.
For so long, you and me been finding each other for so long, and the feeling that I feel for you is more than strong, boy. Take it from me. If you give a little more than you're asking for, your love will turn the key. Darling, I would wait forever for those lips of wine. Build my world around you, darling. This love will shine, boy. Watch it and see. If you give a little more than you're asking for, your love will turn the key. I just wanna be your everything. Open up the heaven in your heart and let me be the things you are to me, and not some puppet on a string. Oh, if I stay here without you, darling, I
As I'm bouncing through musical therapy right now, I just want to thank you all once again for the support, the continued support. This track that I'm gonna play right now, I played a song for the first time not for the first time, a new song last night. And my cousin said, this reminds me of another song, and I wanted to play it for me. So here I go. I'm gonna play that song, this song, for my cousin Sharon in Jamaica right now. It's called No Way.
No way, no, no way, no, not gonna lower mine for the money. No way.
It's the sound of Andrew Latouche.
Run away with the wrong way.
No way, no, no, no,
No way,
no way, no, no, no.
When is Eric coming on? Well, Eric is gonna have to tell me when he's coming on. Eric, when are you coming on to the night shift to DJ Kevin Steele?
Is all you see. You don't care for people like me. Can't spend all the wealth you own. What did you do to help the poor? What's this you want me to do? No, I can't be like you. Can't alone my standards where you at. Gotta go to yourself. You have no power over me. No, not when you're me. I serve the Almighty. He takes care of me. He gave me humility. Yeah, means poverty. And I
I'll say big ups to Mr. Flavors,
will never see me begging. No,
the man that introduced the jerk flavored ice cream.
I'm not gonna lower mine for the money. No way, no. Through it all, I know the Lord will feed me. He'll feed me. I am gonna stay God's way only. Just run away, make a run away. Yeah. Recession is causing the pain. Now I can't get my pay. I will not despair. God is always here. Life is full of sadness. I wanna feel some gladness. I wanna go to heaven. Milk and honey for me, oh yes. Hold on, my friends. Even a roll on to the end. I know it's hard to face.
But be true, be yours in the end.
Satan wants you distracted. To leave the Lord for you one day. With a full pocket, no, till the devil know when. No way, no, no way, no, not gonna love man for the money. No, no way, no, till we don't know the Lord will feed me.
You're very welcome, cuz.
I am gonna stay God's way only. These are times that will test our faith. What would it do to survive? God is watching to see if you'll bow food.
I want to say big ups to my affiliates that are
You better
carrying me tonight.
find it by looking.
Much love to the Motivator NIE Radio up there in New Jersey.
Yeah, still the devil knowing. No way, no, no way, no, not gonna.
Big ups to the Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com.
No way, no, through it all I know the Lord will feed me.
Much love to PEMGTV.com.
I am gonna stay God's way only.
Truly appreciate love each and every one of you. The track is called No Way. His name, Andrew Latouche. Have another Hezron tune for you.
You don't know about them, you know. Anybody who tell me say we can't do it,
Anybody.
it only make me go harder.
Bless believe. It's called Man on a Mission. Anybody that tell me that I can't make it, I'm pushing that much harder because of them. catch me on Saturdays for the Saturday Stew on reggaeglobalradio.com at 8 p.m. Eastern. Where we bounce through and just kick back and listen to some music, you know. And we have the secret ingredient. You never really know who that is until they show up. And then also in that you have pre-life, courtesy of Red Fox, the original Red Fox. Is called Man on a Mission. He goes by the name Hezron. Touted as the next Barris. I don't know how you feel about it. Let me know, I'll pass on the message. Now there's this song, which is what I'll bounce out with tonight. He goes by the name Kauvon, Kauvon. The track is called You Make Me Right.
You are the melody to my song, my favorite chord on my guitar. You're my warmth on a cold night. This song is my appreciation for your love. 'Cause maybe I don't say it enough. Woman, you make me strong. You light up my life. Your voice is my song. You make me right.
As I get out of here, I want to encourage you to look out for members of your community and remind you that your community is not just the development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. Those that you pass on the plane, the bus, the plane, the boat, the train, whether you walk, ride, or drive. These are members of your community. Do something good for one of them today, because you never know who's going to do something good for you tomorrow. My name is DJ Kevin Stewart, so I like to do it to you, for you, and with you. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Girl, I'm well because I know you're mine.
Remember Saturday,
Give me your smile.
I'm on Reggae Global Radio.
Baby, you're the beat that makes my heart. You make my heart sing.
8 p.m. Eastern for the Saturday Stew. All being well, if something changes, I'll let you know.
You make me strong. You light up my life. And your voice is my song. And baby, I don't show it enough, but you taught me love. You showed me love.
I do encourage y'all to be good.
You make me right.
But if you can't be good at it.
You make me right.
Take care of yourselves and take care of those around you. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world, from right here in South Florida. I bid you a good night. Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune into the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.